I spent over a decade climbing the accounting ladder. And if I could go back and tell my younger self four things before I signed up for this career, my entire journey could have looked different. If you're new here, I'm Isabel, a certified chartered accountant with more than a decade of experience, and I'm an entrepreneur. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on what they don't tell you in university about becoming an accountant. So, I'll talk about the good, the bad, and the brutally honest truths that could save you years of struggle. So, the truth number one, the career path that no one explains. So, you've become an accountant or you have decided to become one. That's great. The career is stable, you have a decent pay, you also have respect in the community. But here's what they don't tell you about this career on those glossy brochures. The path splits almost immediately, and choosing wrong can derail your entire career. When I started out, I thought accountant was just one job. But with my first month, I realized I was starting at a fork in the road with no map. Do you go public? Do you go private? Big four or small firm? Here's the kicker: most graduates have no idea what these choices actually mean for their day to day life. Let me paint you a picture. In public accounting, you've got the following: audit. Think late nights during busy seasons, traveling to clients, becoming an expert detective of financial statements. You also have tax, complex puzzles, constant law changes. You also have consultancy. We talk about wealth management, advisor, and basically everything else. And then we come to the private or government. You're looking at your internal audit. You are the company's financial watchdog. Data analyst is also there, spreadsheets on spreadsheet, but you'll be telling the story behind the numbers. You also have the finance staff, or we talk of preparing your entries, month end close, and keeping the machines running. There's also tax compliance there, making sure the company doesn't go wrong with the tax authorities. Here is what I wish I knew. Your first choice isn't permanent, but it sets your trajectory. Public accounting is brutal. There are long hours, intense pressure, but it's the fastest way to build skill and credibility. Private is easier on your work-life balance, but you might plateau faster. I myself chose private earlier on, and while I love the flexibility, it took me twice as long to build the expertise my big four friends gained half the time. There are different types of accountants. So you have your cost accountants, financial accountants, tax accountants. So the financial accountants, they also focus on external financial reporting, audits, and compliance. So you need to find out which one excites you. And then I also have truth number two, the creativity killer. And we'll also talk about how to solve that. Now, here is something that shocked me and very controversial, and no one talks about it. Accounting can kill your creativity. Yes, I said it. Think about it. You are trained to work within frameworks, IFRS, GAAP, tax codes every single day. You are coloring inside very strict lines. You develop this mindset where everything has to follow the rules. That's great for producing accurate financial statements. But here's the dark side: you become risk averse, dangerously so. I remember when I started thinking about entrepreneurship, my accounting brain immediately went into panic mode. But what about the cash flows? What about the margins? What if the margins are not sustainable? What about the sensitivity analysis? Whilst I'm thinking about this, my entrepreneur friends were starting businesses and they were making money. My accounting training was holding me back from my entrepreneurial dreams. Accounting doesn't have to kill your dream. It doesn't have to kill your creativity, but you have to protect your creativity. I learned this the hard way. Now I deliberately spend time on creative projects outside of work. I brainstorm without my accountant hat on. If you are entering this field with entrepreneurial ambitions, hear me loud and clear. Schedule time for creative thinking. Put it in your calendar like a client meeting. But if you don't, the accounting frameworks will rewire your brain. And before you know it, you will be that person who shoots down every exciting idea in the room. If you are getting value from this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the videos I share. I'm breaking down everything I learned so hard, and trust me, what's coming next will save you years of trial and error. Also, drop a comment below and tell me, are you already in the accounting field or you're considering it? And what's your biggest question about this career? So we are moving on to the truth number 3, the networking truth they hide from you. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. You are only as good as your network in this profession. I learned this the hard way, and it was too late. I mastered the frameworks, aced the exams, delivered flawless work. Then what happened? I watched people with mediocre accounting skills, and I genuinely mean those with average skills, climbed faster than me. And I couldn't figure it out earlier. Then I actually noticed that these people were good at networking. They had coffee with their partners. They were in every industry event. They picked call. They sent thank you notes instead of hiding behind the emails like me. I carried my career further than that. I started networking and attending networking events, but I wasted 5 years being busy to build relationship. Here's the uncomfortable truth. In accounting, your networks opens doors that your qualifications can't. So start networking now and not later. Join networking associations, send thank you notes. The accountant who builds relationships whilst building skills. That's the accountant who writes their own ticket. Moving on to the next truth. Truth number 4. The work-life reality check. Let's talk about something crucial about your day-to-day life and what it actually looks like as an accountant. So I once worked for a certain company and I worked my tail off. Like I said before, I delivered exceptional work. I went above and beyond. You know what I got. You can guess, more work. The same can happen to you. You can get bigger workload. Meanwhile, your colleagues who are solid B work level, they can actually get promoted. You will be burning out. Here is what I wish someone told me one day. Manage your energy, not just your time. Take every single hour of time off. Don't let it roll over. Don't feel guilty. Don't worry. Stop sacrificing your vacation days. They may just expect you to keep doing it and you'll be disappointed if they do not notice your sacrifice. Just make sure you live a balanced life. Learn to manage up. Be predictable at work. Don't surprise your boss or co-workers with anything. Show up, do good work, communicate clearly, and go home. Build your rich, complex, creative life outside work. So, there you have it. 4 truths I wish I knew before I became an accountant. This career can be incredible, but only if you go in with your eyes wide open. So what's next? I'm going to be sharing more videos about balancing entrepreneurship with a 9 to 5. If you found this helpful, like this video and share it with someone who's considering accounting as a career. And remember, make a list of things you want out of life. Watch for them to appear and tick off and dream a new dream. That's how you build a life, not just a career. I'm Isabel, and I'll see you in the next